So, guys, injuries from the game. Jordan Elliott hurt his knee before the game, never played. Chase Lucas had a stinger on the first play, returned. Ricky had his ankle and knee, didn't come back there at the end, came back after the ankle. Spencer Burford, ankle, returned. Go ahead.
You guys dominated the time of possession. You held the ball for over 37 minutes. Was that part of the game plan coming in to try to possess the ball for that long?
No, I think we did well in third downs and had some long drives. I was glad we played well in third down, and usually when you do that and stay out there for a while, that happens. So it's a good job by the guys.
Ricky did some really good things. Ricky did some really good things tonight, and then goes out at the end. Is there any indication whether those injuries are serious enough to keep him out?
We'll know for sure tomorrow, but he hurt the ankle in the first play and returned and played with that the whole game. And then the knee thing, I think, was just him most likely irritating his PCL from the past. Those linger, so I would expect it to be all right, but he was battling through a lot today.
What did you think of Ricky being that coming into the game? It was more about his targets, how many he was getting, what he was doing, and then today he kind of had a pretty good, decent game before he got hurt. Got hurt on the first play, but I don't think Ricky was much different than this last month. It just worked out and the ball came that way, and he made the plays when it did. Having to play through the injuries and stuff in that game, and he probably physically was struggling more in that game. So I think it says a lot about him to still be able to fight through it, get out there, and still have a very productive game.
How did Christian injure his back? Was that a factor all night?
He just woke up Saturday and was stiff, so that's why we put him on there. He was pretty adamant last night he was going to be all right, and woke up this morning with it all right, so no issue.
I'll have to talk to you since you guys put Brandon on the reserve left team. Did you have to do that right now? Why right now was that move made?
We haven't seen him forever, so that's the decision they make. It's been pretty simple for me. I haven't seen him in a month, so that's and same with our team. So hasn't been an issue with our team at all. We kind of been plugging away and no big deal, or it's just something we've been used to for a while. But I know it's new to you guys, so they just officially, I think, had to do that yesterday.
You and especially John have been saying you hoped he was going to come back. You hoped you still wanted that to happen. Do you have enough receiver? What do you think about your receiving group that you going on without him now?
We've been playing with our receiver group all year. I really have been hoping he would come back all year, but not one point was I really planning on it. So that would have been a great bonus. That would have been awesome. And would love to have BA out there. Would love to have that type of player, but that was something I realized early on wasn't going to come for a while, and there was nothing that made me sit there and think it was happening soon. So I think the rest of our team also.
Has he communicated to you or anyone else that he wasn't going to come back, or has there been anyone that's been in touch with him at all?
Not that I've talked to.
Is he out of the picture of the 49ers now in the future?
I wouldn't say that's for sure been decided. I literally haven't had to think about BA or had a reason to think about him in a long time. He is under contract next year. BA is a guy we've had a relationship for a while. We've always liked BA. Everyone knows how good of a player he is. It's extremely unfortunate that it's gotten to this point, but when this year is over, we'll see where we're at.
How would you describe Brock's performance today? It seemed like he was in control from the very start.
Yeah, I thought Brock did a good job. Made a lot of plays. Made a number of off-schedule plays too, and protected the ball. That the one turnover was unfortunate, but I thought he did a good job with the ball all day.
You did a really good job scrambling around out there, Kyle. On that 26-yard run down the left sideline, were you hoping he'd step out a little earlier, or were you cool with him going?
No, I was totally cool with him going. You're protected right there. You get as much as you can, and looks like he did a basketball pump fake move or something like that. But I don't see it till the last second. I'm looking downfield and trying to see where the ball should go, and then I look back and he's running down the sidelines, and I think he ended up getting about 30 yards or close to 30 yards on it. So I think that was a drive we went 95 yards on. They pinned us back there, and that was a huge explosive to get us going.
Along those lines, we've seen Brock hit the Dougie. We've seen him, do the pump fake and the ball in his face. What have you enjoyed as his coach, just seeing him show a little bit more of his personality on the field?
Brock's pretty consistent. He did the Dougie because he promised the guys if he scored he would do the Dougie, and he's not a liar, so he had to do it. Brock does get in. The first time Brock scored in our stadium, his first preseason game, we were playing, I think, the Packers. He did the discount double check, and we had no idea he had a personality like that. So I think he does do stuff on the field a lot. Just he does it subtly. So we love Brock.
Have you taught him the jump pass touchdown?
No, not at all. We give him crap for it a lot, but when it works, we call him Michael Jordan. So it was a hell of a deal today.
Have there been ones you're like, settle down, that didn't work?
Yeah, always. We like cleats in the ground and being able to drive the ball like that. But sometimes he's got to. Somebody's got to use another club, and it's cool that he's got that one.
The challenge on the kickoff, it looked like pretty clearly like he caught it in the end zone. What were you thinking?
I didn't even see it. Going off of other people, not to throw anyone under the bus, but I kind of just did. But the rule has changed. It's a little bit confusing. We think that you need both feet in the end zone, or it's a minor touchback, which goes to the 20 instead of the 35. And we didn't think he had both feet in the end zone when he did it. So we were extremely confident with it upstairs, and we'll find out tomorrow why it didn't work.
Brock's been saying that he hasn't been driving the ball the way he wanted to. Today it looked like he did. Is that what you saw from Brock, the way he threw the ball?
Yeah, I think Brock had a hell of a game. I think he's driven the ball in other games too. I think, when someone says that, because there's, the picks, there's a couple picks versus Carolina where he left it hanging too much. So there's a time and place where you want to throw over people, and there's a time and place where you need to drive the ball because there's no one to throw over, and he found that balance very well today.
As far as the injuries, any sense whether Elliott's knee is serious and whether Burford's is a high ankle?
We're not sure. Jordan's thing was totally random. It was him just getting loose in the locker room and just felt something in his knee. So that was a big deal. It happened at like 11:20. So I was really proud of Kevin. He was told last night he's not playing and just hanging out in the locker room. And then all of a sudden he's got to put his pads on and get ready for an NFL game. So it was huge by him to step it up. And Spence, usually when you hope that I knew his ankle was bad early, and the sign that he came back and played the rest of the game, you hope it's not a high ankle sprain, but we haven't ruled that out yet, so we'll see tomorrow.
Coach, you guys are at 10 wins. When do you start thinking about the number you need to get to make sure you're in the playoffs?
When the number's right in front of us, when we play a game, and we can do the math, and it says if you win this game, you're in. If not, you don't really think about it.
Kenny's fought through a lot of stuff this year, but is he right now, for him anyway, in good shape? The way he plays, he gets beat up, I know, but he's looking pretty good the last couple of weeks. He's fresher than he was earlier.
Yeah, we JJ getting hurt, I want to say versus Seattle, and then re-injuring the next week. It was about 2 weeks ago that we felt JJ was getting back to over his injuries and had got enough weeks in a row where he got all the stamina and everything back, and we feel like JJ's really been JJ these last couple of weeks, and it looked like that today too.
You've been generally okay with some tight window throws, but are you especially okay with some tight window throws to Juwan? Those goal line passes were pretty tight coverage. Is that something like, okay, if it's Juwan, it's a little bit better when you do that?
Juwan has earned that. Juwan does a good job attacking the ball and everything like that. So when receivers are that way, it gives the quarterback a lot more confidence to throw tight windows. But I'm very okay with tight windows. If you don't throw in tight windows, you're not going to score a lot of points.
On the drive out of halftime, it was a pretty open window. Brock found Pearsall on the crossing route. That looked like that pass had velocity on it. Was that a similar route that Debo had last year against the Rams, the one he dropped?
No, it was a different one. Ricky ran that same route earlier this year, I want to say versus Jacksonville. But it was really good protection. It was a fake rollout, and Ricky was able to come across the grain, and awesome route by Ricky, good throw. Ricky was upset he didn't score. I told him he had the excuse of the hurt ankle and knee, though, but he'll get his speed back when he's feeling healthy.
Any plans for your birthday?
What's that?
Any plans for your birthday?
Any playoffs?
Plans.
Oh, plans? Probably go home and have a couple drinks. I usually hate my birthday, not in general, but on Sundays. Haven't had a lot of success on it, so it was nice to win a game on my birthday, and actually now I can maybe enjoy with my family tonight.
Any chance you'll take another Vespa ride?
If they got me one, I will. They got me that Vespa in 2015, and the first time I rode it again after we moved Cleveland was in Los Gatos in 2020, and I got pulled over because there was a 2015 license plate on it, so we got rid of it. So hopefully they got me one a day.